Hello everyone. In this video, I'll show you how you can set up the self-service wizard to allow customers to have different questions presented to them based on previous answers. This is called the self-service wizard jump. For example, if someone is using the self-service to report a hardware fault, if they select a laptop, for example, they are given laptop-specific questions, and if they select a printer, they're presented with printer-specific questions. To begin with, I'll access the self-service wizard by going to File, Manage Settings, General Settings, and I'll select Self-Service Wizards. The wizard I'm using for this is called the Request Support Wizard, and it has a few steps. One of the first steps is the log new support request, where I gather my information about the customer's issue, and I have provide printer details, and I have provide laptop details. These are the two different options that I hope the customer will jump to. Now, if I go to log new support request, the initial question I'll have is just to gather more information about what the customer is experiencing, whether they're experiencing issues with their work asset or a service. And when they specify their option, the next question is, please try and identify the equipment. Is it with a laptop or a printer? If I double click on this option, I'm presented with a select box and the question that I asked. My target column is opencall.probcode, meaning my selection will go into opencall probcode field. The choices I have, you can either specify the choices here when you click on new, or you can extract the choices from a table. In my case, I'm using PC Desk, and my key column is code, and the display column is the info column, because that's the one that has text. The code has code, which is like, for example, code like HRDW, which wouldn't really make sense, but in English it's actually hardware. So in this case, I'm saying go to table PC Desk and only present me hardware specific CIs. This is the interesting bit where I'm actually jumping from one question to another. So what I'm saying in this option is, if I select HRDW LPTP, which is laptop, then stay within the wizard. You can move to other wizards, but in this case, I'm staying within the wizard, and I'm going to provide laptop details and asking a laptop specific question, which is how old is the laptop? Similarly, if I select HRDW-PRNT, which is a printer, stay within the wizard, but go to the next step, which is provide printer details, and ask me a question about how old the printer is. So this is how you set up your wizard. The next bit is to go to the self-service and see how all this comes together. Having logged into the self-service, I'd have to go to My Services, IT Services, Raise Request. And my main interest is this bit, which is please try and identify the equipment. Is it with a laptop or a printer? Among the options, I'm expecting only hardware types. And indeed, all I get are the hardware options. I'm only interested basically in hardware laptop and hardware printer. If I select hardware printer, for example, and I click on next, I get presented with printer specific questions, which is how old is your printer? If I go back and I specify a laptop, I get asked a laptop specific question, which is how old is the laptop. So basically, you can have fun with this wizard and get it to do the type of stuff that you'd like to do to meet your business requirements.